Here we go, back at it again with yet another gaming news video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong. If you end up enjoying today's video, you know what to do, yep. Smack that like button real good. But anyway, we've got a bunch of gaming news to get to in today's video. We got three pretty big news reports, all very different from each other. The first one being PlayStation and also PUBG. And then we've also got some Fallout 76 news. And then the third and final one is going to be a little more political, I think, but we'll get to that in a moment. But first, we have our news about PlayStation and PUBG. It's official. Yes, PUBG will be hitting the PS4 next month in December. As you guys probably already know, the Xbox One had a timed console exclusive deal with PUBG, and they had it from last December until this December next month. Now, obviously, this isn't the most surprising news, but it's just basically an official reminder that it is coming to the PlayStation. The thing is, it did pretty well on Xbox until about when Fortnite really took off around April, I'd say. And I'm not sure how well it's going to do this year on the PlayStation, especially if it's going to be at that $20 to $30, maybe even $40 price point. I'm not exactly sure how much the game will be going for. None of that news is out just yet, but it's not going to be free most likely, just like Fortnite is. On top of that, H1Z1 is already on PS4, so it's already got competition there for a game that's not all about building and fighting like Fortnite. And another interesting thing to point out is that PUBG on PS4 is coming out in a year where so many amazing games have come out and are coming out that I don't necessarily see how it's going to do well, and I just don't see too much potential with this game on PlayStation. And the thing is, when it comes to a Battle Royale game, if it doesn't sell well, then the people who end up buying it aren't going to have a good time because the player bases are going to be so small. So I'm a little bit worried for PUBG coming to PlayStation, but it is big news nonetheless. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below regarding PUBG coming to the PS4. As I said, I'm skeptical, but it's going to be interesting to see how it does. But now we move on to our next news report on today's show, and it has to do with Fallout 76. It's actually some sort of, I guess, sad news for Fallout 76 because, well, the Fallout 76 beta frame rate is now capped and their FOV is locked. This is specifically for all PC gamers out there, so it's nothing to do with console in the meantime. But just to let you guys know, the FOV is now set at 80 for third person and 90 for first person. So that's the field of view that you get to see on screen. Usually in console games, you don't really get to change that, but on PC, it's a big deal. But then on the frame rate side of things, the frame rate is set to 63. It's a really weird number, but I guess that's what they've got it working at best right now. And a lot of people have stated that the PC version of the beta just isn't running that well, even on really good PCs. So I guess setting the FOV at 80 for third person and 90 for the first person, then on top of that, the 63 frame rate cap, I guess it's going to make the game run better. However, one thing I will mention is that Fallout 76 is due to come out in about a week from now, November 14th. So I'm hoping they figure all this stuff out in that space of time. Now, I am a Fallout fan, and I think Fallout 76 does have potential to do something different than all the other Fallout games that have come before it and that will come after it, but I'm skeptical with this one because it feels like they're kind of biting off more than they can chew. And they keep stating that this isn't the final product. This isn't the final version of the game. Obviously, it's not going to be the final version of the game, but basically what you're looking at in the beta right now is what you are going to get in the game day one. It's not going to be too much different. Like, these are basically promotional betas. They're not really out there to really test everything. Obviously, they're going to learn quite a lot from the player base and what they're complaining about and what they want fixed and what they want changed and things like that. But overall, what you're going to get on day one is pretty much what you're getting in this beta at this point in time. And that's the reason I'm kind of skeptical about the game, and so are so many other people. Sure, it's going to be a fun game. You get to play online with your friends in the world of Fallout, which is awesome. But just all the tech issues that the game is suffering, and then just all the little things that are Fallout, that make Fallout, I should say, they're just not really, it just doesn't seem 100% authentic this time around. I guess maybe they just wanted to go for that online experience and kind of dumb everything down, but I don't know. It still looks like it's going to be an okay game. So it's going to be up to you guys to buy it. I'm probably going to give it a crack, but I probably won't play it as much as other Fallout games in the past. But anyway, now we are moving on to our final topic, gaming news of the day. And this is a really tough one because I really don't like to get political or, I guess, serious on this channel with serious issues. And what I'm talking about is gender discrimination. So this is a very touchy-feely subject right here, especially for someone like myself who isn't fully involved in this kind of stuff, but I am going to report on it because I think it's a very important issue right now. And this is specifically for the video game industry because current and former employees have sued Riot Games for gender discrimination. As you guys can read on screen right here, yesterday, one current and one former employee of Riot Games filed a class action lawsuit against the League of Legends publisher, accusing it of endemic gender-based discrimination and fostering a men-first environment. The interesting thing is that this lawsuit comes 3 months after Kotaku launched an investigation into sexist culture at Riot Games. You can also read quite a lot more stuff here, but one thing I will state is that Riot did violate California's Equal Pay Act and law against gender-based discrimination at the workplace. The complaint did argue that. So it's not just that there's this bro culture, this kind of men first thing at Riot Games. It's the fact that they're also discriminating with pay, and that's part of the lawsuit in there too. One thing to also note down is that the staff that do work at Riot Games, 80% of that staff is male, so only 20% are female. Also, one thing that was noted in this, which I'm gonna link the actual article in the description down below for you guys to get a real read about it if you do want to. One thing that was noted down was that many women that did apply for jobs at Riot Games were turned down because they didn't fit the company's core gamer role, which is kind of weird. Because the thing is, there is no core gamer these days. Everyone's a gamer. Like, seriously, half of the gamers I know these days are female. So it's crazy to even think that they've got this sort of, I guess, mentality set in the workplace and just in their environment. It's kind of messed up. But as I did state, I don't really like talking about these subjects. I don't like to get political. I don't like to get too serious on this channel, but it was something that was worth talking about. So if any of you guys are interested out there, please check out the link in the description down below, read about it, and yeah, hopefully something does happen here. Hopefully we do find out the truth, exactly what has happened, and hopefully everyone comes out of it like in the right, that should be in the right. But yeah, anyway guys, hopefully you did enjoy today's video. I know it got a little serious there at the end. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please smack the like button as always. Treat yourselves like you would want to be treated. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about PS4 getting PUBG. That was the question I asked you guys at the start of the show. And now it's the end of the show. And I'm gonna go. See you later, guys.